Hi, I'm Golda. I have a master's degree in education. I used to be a principal and a teacher in the public school system and in independent schools, and now I unschool my son. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how that looks, and also like I explained in a previous video, why people unschool and what is it. But I think one of the things that we say in the school system is that we want to promote lifelong learning. And that's like one of the main goals, or one of the unstated goals of all education systems, is to promote lifelong learning, giving a child tools in order to continue being able to learn throughout their lifetime. And I think, though, that we don't do a very good job of that. And the reason why I say that is because when a child goes into a classroom, they abdicate responsibility for their own learning. I mean, they still have to prove that they've learned something through assignments and assessments and things like that, but they don't actually teach them how to go out and seek learning. They just kind of deliver it. And in fact, I know as a teacher, because I tried a bunch of different things as a high school teacher. I tried different ideas about how kids could learn in different ways. And one of the things that I tried was like, okay, here's kind of the outline of what we're supposed to be learning. What would you suggest? And they're all just like, I don't know, you're supposed to tell us. And so there's an abdication of responsibility. Now with unschooling, it's a little bit different, because kids are required to search out their own learning, and that's a skill in itself. And I think that unschooling or child-directed learning actually gives them more tools, because they actually had to practice searching out what is interesting and relevant to them. And I've seen a lot of kids over the last few years, when I've been a homeschool facilitator, searching out their own learning and completely changing their ideas about what they were interested in and what they were capable of. So it leads to lifelong learning. It leads to a taking of personal responsibility as a young person to their own learning and deciding what to learn, which is a completely different process than what schooling is. And I think that's why it's called unschooling, actually. It's like giving the responsibility partially to the child in what they're interested in, and searching out what really makes them feel passionate about life. And so it's a really good way to promote lifelong learning, to get out of the school system, out of the school-like thinking, and giving responsibility and the freedom, which is two sides of the same coin,